Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we are diving into a story about a company where the chairman leaves to join the government, like in a movie where the CEO becomes a cabinet member. We are looking at a Form 8K filed by Cantor Fitzgerald Income Trust, Inc. This is basically a current report company's file with the Securities and Exchange Commission to announce major events. In this case, it's about some big changes in leadership. This report is dated March 1, 2025, meaning these changes happened around that time. Cantor Fitzgerald Income Trust, Inc. is a Maryland-based company. It even has a file number with the Commission 0 to 56043, like a government ID for companies. First up, Howard Lutnick, who was the chairman of the board and chief executive officer, has stepped down. Why? Because he's been confirmed as the 41st United States Secretary of Commerce. That's a pretty big deal. It's like going from running a company to helping run the country's economy. The report states that Lutnick's departure wasn't due to any disagreements with the company, it's just a career change to public service. So, who's taking over? Brandon Lutnick has been appointed as a director and chairman of the board. It seems like the board moved pretty quickly to fill the position. Brandon's term will last until the next annual meeting unless he is replaced before that. Brandon Lutnick, age 27, is the chairman of Cantor Fitzgerald, LP, the company's sponsor and chief executive officer of CF Group Management, Inc. He has been with Cantor since April of 2022 and before that worked as a credit analyst at Oak Hill Advisors. He graduated from Stanford University in 2021. The company says he's qualified because of his experience managing corporate strategy and overseeing projects. Now let's talk about the new CEO. William Ferry has been appointed to that role. He's 58 and is currently global head of Cantor Fitzgerald Asset Management. He joined Cantor Fitzgerald in January of 2022 after working for over 25 years at UBS. He used to be head of Americas for UBS Asset Management. He also has a law degree from the University of North Carolina. Switching gears, the report also mentions distributions, which are like dividend payments to shareholders. On March 5, 2025, the company announced distributions for different classes of its stock. Class I, D, S, T, IX, AX, and TX shares, as well as Class I and T operating partnership units, will each get a gross distribution of $0.1189. That works out to $1.55 on an annual basis. These payments will go out on or about March 6, 2025, to those who were stockholders right before the close of business on February 28, 2025. Stockholders can choose to get the cash or reinvest it back into the company's stock. It's important to note that the distributions might not all come from the company's profits. Finally, there's a section on forward-looking statements. It's a reminder that things might not go as planned. These statements are based on current expectations but are subject to risks and uncertainties. The company warns not to rely too much on these predictions because actual results could be different. To see what the risks are, you'd have to look at the company's annual report. So, what's the story here? Cantor Fitzgerald Income Trust is going through a major leadership shuffle. The CEO is now working for the government and they have appointed a new chairman and CEO. It looks like the company is also rewarding its investors with distributions. It's interesting how quickly they replaced key positions. This could mean that there was some succession planning, or it could simply mean that they wanted to make sure there wasn't too much uncertainty with their investors. The appointment of a 27-year-old as chairman of the board is definitely a bold move. Whether or not it's a good move is something that only time can tell. It's good that they found a CEO with lots of relevant experience in the field of managing assets, as it could help them keep their assets growing. It will be interesting to see how the company performs under this new leadership, but the risks are always present. A change in leadership can bring uncertainty and a new vision. The company also said some of their distributions might not come from cash flow from operations, which is worth keeping an eye on. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe for more corporate deep dives. Let me know in the comments which company you want us to decode next.